I have a friend, and some of you know her, and she wrote a book called The Way of Tenderness. She is a Buddhist priest. I am not advocating that you become Buddhist. I want to talk to you about her discovery of what it means to be a fearless social justice worker who has benefited from healing her own wounds. Her wounds that she names as being dark, female, and poor. I remember once going into a restaurant with her in Albuquerque, New Mexico, me with all of my light skin privilege, and Earthlyn in all of her beautiful beauty. And everything in that restaurant stopped. Everyone was looking at her as other. I was so uncomfortable, I didn't know what to do. I felt horrible. And she ended up telling me it's okay, but it wasn't okay. It was not okay. What do we do in situations like this if we're not doing deep internal work? If we're not acknowledging what's going on in that very moment? But I want to share with you what it is that she has to say. And this book, The Way of Tenderness, is a beautiful book. She talks about spiritual awakening. But the way she talks about it is very interesting to me. She says, the word spiritual awakening conjure images of an experience beyond ordinary life. We may think of spiritual awakening as an experience that transcends this world or that erases all suffering. We may even wish to have an out-of-body or other extreme experience that we might point to as awakening. The wish to spiritually awaken is one of the great natural human desires, ranking right up there alongside the wish to experience love. Yet, most of us don't truly know what spiritual awakening is. Though we are unclear about what awakening really is, we are likely to feel certain about what it is not. We may feel that it cannot exist within conflict, strife, or pain. We may feel spiritual awakening is not accessible where there is difficulty, suffering, or hardship. Many feel it almost certainly cannot be found amid social struggles related to race, sexuality, and gender. Some may believe that indignation, ire, and anger that motivate moments of protest only move us backward or away from what is more profound about our lives. But if we were to simply walk past the fires of racism, sexism, and so on, because illusions of separation exist within them, we may well be walking past one of the widest gateways to enlightenment. It is a misinterpretation to suppose that attending to the fires of our existence cannot lead us to experience the waters of peace. And so, when I think about the life that I have led, and I've had so many blessings in my life, one of the biggest, deepest blessings has been my ability to engage in work for justice. This is the work that nurtures us. This is the work that makes a difference. This is the work that elevates who we are. This is the work that connects us. This is the work that challenges us. This is the work we must do. If we are to have a planet that is sustainable, we must work deeply on the inside and broadly on the outside. And that's my challenge to myself and to all of us, is how do we do this? We don't do it alone, but we also need to be quiet. We also need to notice what I want to refer to as the collective internal. The collective internal of what the human heart longs for. It's not individual work alone. It is deeply connected.